Learning by Repeating, podcast number 9, The History of Whaling in a Nutshell. This is a personal English podcast recorded in June 2021, script by Giorgio Girilli, voiceover by Maria Cristina Natalia Bertoli. The earliest whaling peoples were the Norwegians and the Japanese, who have been hunting whales for 4,000 years. In the early days of whaling, also Basque and Inuit people used to be whale hunters. What purpose did the hunted whale parts serve? Manifold. The oil extracted from their fat was used for lamps, whereas the blubber, the fat part, as a nutrient. Baleen, that is, the filter feeding system inside the mouth of whales, was used for fishing lines, baskets, and as roofing material. Bones were used for masks and tools. In the 1700s, the whaling industry grew dramatically, thus causing a sudden shortage of whales in the Atlantic Ocean. This led to a migration of whales and, consequently, of whalers to both the North and the South Poles. Whaling reached its peak in the mid 1800s and it further intensified in the early 1900s when hunted whales were even more numerous than the four previous centuries combined. In effect, in industrial times, the raw materials sourced from whales were used for the manufacturing of paints, corsets, hoods, soap, lubricant for industrial machineries, leather, ambergris for perfumes, spermaceti for candles, and oil for lamps. 1946 saw the establishment of the International Whaling Commission, IWC, which introduced regulations in order to prevent whale overhunting. However, since those early regulations were quite loose, their population still declined. In consequence, whale sanctuaries were established in the Indian Ocean in 1979 and in the Antarctic Ocean in 1994. In 1982, the implementation of a moratorium promoted by the IWC caused an increase in whale population. The sole exception to the moratorium was granted to indigenous cultures because Aboriginal whaling is a subsistence strategy that does not result in the overkilling of the whale population. Nowadays, the largest whale hunting countries are Norway for food and Japan for scientific purposes.